Hello everyone, Truckies Danger Money. It is the evening of day 10. Hope all the boys are on the road out there keeping it safe, and the ladies, and going to get in tonight. It is only Monday night, of course, but this week is probably already on your second leg already on your way home. So if you're watching this on your half-hour break, that's good. Have a bit of a rest and walk around and kick the tyres and check everything, which is always good. We have had a lot of good support tonight, as it shows that I do have a lot of good mates, and they're prepared to put their name on here and put it out there to be part of the community. Soon as I can't be out there on the road, at least I can shout out to them here on Truckies Danger Money if they follow it, which is good, of course. Only do it through Facebook, which is good because you can always have a crack on your iPhone, or when you get home, or someone else can show you on their phone when you're on a break, which is good. I'm busy.
Good night.
Good night. Kids are going to bed now. It is a school night, of course. Like to say a big shout out to me good mate Jacob Love. He's only a young kid. Met his mum, and I met his dad up at the Mount Gravatt Truck Show. He signed my petition and shook my hand and that. And Jacob's a lovely young kid, and he's a credit to his parents and his family, of course. He did tell me what truck was going to win the truck show, and he was right. And he's very good support for me. He is a young bloke, and he loves Kenworths as well, which of course I love as well. And he's promised to draw me a SAR, which is very good. And he loves 909s, and I've asked everyone to please have a look at his photos that he took at Mount Gravatt. They are very good. He is only a young fella, like I said, and he's just a great support to me. And he asked me for a Truckies Danger Money shirt, which of course I have put the order in for. And Jacob will have one because he's such a legend and he believes in me, which is very good. Thank you, Jacob. Very good fella to me for all your messages, because he does message me up until late at night and in the morning to see how I'm going, to say g'day, ask me if I've seen any 909s and stuff like that, which is really good, because as most truckies, I've got kids, of course, and that's why we're out there doing it for our families. Also, Gary and Wendy, they've been having a good chat tonight about different things, which is very good. Of course, it all comes to the strength of the petition, which is to try and get the community together and agree on something, which I believe is really good. Also, another one of my mates, Lee Moulds. Lee, I'm going to come and steal your truck because it's just too beautiful for you to have, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to keep it for myself, because it is so beautiful, and your wife and you don't need it. You can go and buy one like your old man's or something, or get his, and he can buy a new one. I'd just park your little beautiful truck here in my front yard and use it as a garden ornament, because of course I wouldn't want to drive it and get it dirty. So please everyone also check out Lee's truck. It's beautiful, of course. Spent many times going past it and him passing me on the road over the years, and he comes from a good family too there at Bathurst and that, which is good. There's me children interrupting, as they do all the time when you're on the road. You're trying to do stuff, of course, and your family's at home, and they of course need the drivers, and they are away so much, and it is hard on the families, of course, and that's another reason that Facebook and Skype and all those things are really good for the boys out on the road tonight, because they can stop and talk to their families and they can see them face them up face. Tony Lee used to do that for me when I was running over to Perth, and I wouldn't get to see the state of origin because it's hours difference in the time zone. So she would Skype the origin to me when I was over there, which is very good because I could watch it with everyone over here in Queensland, which of course Queensland did win, and I'm very happy about that, of course, because I do live in Queensland, even though I spend a lot of time in New South Wales. But that's the good thing about having mates. I also had a couple of boys on there from Tassie today, which is very good because got a lot of mates from Tassie. They are good blokes, like I said. Daniel up here, he's from Tassie. A lot of people know him. I ran into a fella at the roadhouse the other day that knew Dan and asked me about Dan, and it was good to have a talk, and I passed him Dan's number on so that they could have a chat, and that's always good in our community to keep the boys together, of course, because at least we can agree that respect as men towards each other is good, and also respect towards women, because of course, as I say, they are the greater part of our transport industry, of course, that keep the men going at home, and they do the bookwork and all that sort of stuff that tidies it all up so that the industry keeps going, which of course, apologies to Sally Tipping. I didn't actually mention her by name when I was talking about Grant down there in Dubbo, and Jack and Ned and Billy down there, their kids. They're a great family, and Sally was very good to me when I was a kid growing up. She looked after me a lot, and she's got a lot to of respect from me personally, and also my family, because she did help me turn into the person that I am, and I do care very much for my family, and that stuff I learnt from Sally. So Sally's a very good person in the Dubbo community. Of course, she comes from over there at Corindi. Her old man was the school principal over there. Sal's sister is a teacher, Wendy. She's also a very nice person. And the whole community of the transport industry does have good people in it. So I'm glad the petition isn't being seen as a source of negativity anymore, and we've broken through that barrier of, alright, this fella wants to be mates with everyone. What's up with that? Well, like I said, please, I am everyone's mate on the road. I will try not to hurt anyone of you, and I hope you do the same for me, because we all have family. And let's just agree on that, and that'll be the first step to getting danger money for truckies, because they are my heroes, as I said, and they deserve a little bit better. That's men and women, of course, without being disrespectful to them, because they do deserve a great deal. Tony Lee is going to pump some big hours into this as we punch into day 11 tomorrow. I'm going to spend the whole day tomorrow talking to blokes and ladies around the roadhouses up and down here, see what they think, see if they think it's a good idea, which of course everyone does, to have a bit of mateship and brotherhood in the industry, of course. As you can see, my friends list and stuff like that, and even blokes that knock me. Of course, you are my mates, and you're welcome to knock me. If you can't knock your mate, he's not your mate. We're still mates after you say bad things. And that, of course, shows my respect for you as a person. Of course, we can disagree on things. Doesn't mean we can't get along. Also, a few people have copped a bad rap. And I know there is a lot of personality clashes in the transport industry, of course, as we're all aware of. But everyone here and everyone's name who I mention is my friend, regardless of what they've done in their past or in their future. If they're in the transport industry, well, then I'm here to support them and help them in any way I can, and my family, in the 30 days I'm spending bringing awareness to truck drivers and the issues that they face. So please, everyone, don't hassle Di Carroll. She does a lot for the people that she does look after, and they do deserve to be looked after, because they are families in the transport industry that have lost members, and I feel very sorry about that. And a lot of people have taken offence of what I'm doing because of their family members, and I do not do that to disgrace them. I do that to honour them and to honour your family and our community from what years have given to our community, which I enjoy. Yes, I'm not very well, as everyone can tell. Yes, I'm seeing my doctor about it, and I have come a long way compared to how I was to what I am now. I'm 100% better now compared to what I was. and that's very good for me, of course, and for my family, because it is very hard on them. But helping people and bringing friendship together makes me feel really good. More so than any sort of medication or counselling that a doctor or a psychologist can give me, because at the end of the day, when you walk out of your doctors or you walk out of your psychologists or whatever, you've only got your family and your friends. And I've got a lot of friends, and they deserve my recognition because they supported me when I was on the road. The best thing I can do now is record a few videos to say thank you to everyone and all the truckies out there, because these are legends, and I'll keep saying it. And because these are, a lot of people I haven't shouted out to because there is so many. I do have a lot of supporters, and they have their own Facebook pages that they punch out for the industry, like Trucking in Queensland and Australia's Truckies Info and that. And they're run by good people with good hearts. A lot of people have, their own view on those people, but of course I respect them, and I quite enjoy seeing the transport industry at work over Facebook, as you know. It's very good to keep in touch with everyone. If there's 1,000 members here and 100 members there and over 5 or 6 pages, which is good, it shows thousands of people are connected, and if you've got something valid to say, people might listen to it, which is good, because that's what will make our industry stronger. Of course, I can't do anything to make it stronger except for try and look after the people, which I will do while I've got the time, of course, which is the greater message that I get from blokes like Jason Isaac and my mates that I've talked about already, is that I've got the time to do this. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt anyone. We might get numbers up in different associations, of course, and get truck drivers better represented. Also, we'll give people a chance at the Hall of Fame to talk about my petition and, take a vote on it. Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's good? Yes or no? Even if it's an even yes and an even no vote, it just goes to show that we will get together and have a vote on it, because we do care about others in the industry, and that's of course all I'm about, is bringing awareness to that, which is very good, because all the fleet operators know that you can ring a mate up and borrow a trailer here, or borrow a dolly, or you need a tarp, or you're chasing a backload out of somewhere and you ring up your mate who you done a load for 20 years ago, and he'll hook you up with a load back, and you make a bit of coin, and your driver gets home safe to his family, and the whole thing keeps on going, and that's what mateship is, and that's what I'm about, and everyone knows that. So please, everyone, like I said, check out Jacob Love's page, check out Lee Mould's page. Young Jacob, he's mad on his photos. He's got lots and lots on there. He asked me and Tony Lee to have a look at it, and we did. It's very good. I think there's like 120 photos, and that shows his level of commitment to the transport industry, is that he just loves trucks. He wakes up in the morning, he thinks about it, and they're the last thing he thinks about at night, which of course I was just when I was his age. And that's very important, to keep them kids in our industry and not lose them to something else, because if that's what he wants to do, he should be supported, which unfortunately doesn't happen at the moment. That's why everyone complains about the level of education, is because why would you want to educate someone that doesn't want to be there? It's very important to me that Jacob is supported by his family, and to know that he can come up to me and I'll buy him an ice cream or a drink or a trucking life or something and talk about trucks, because I'm quite happy to tell a few stories about being on the road and what it's like, and my different mates that he'll see over the years on the road, of course, and it's just a better image for the industry than talking crap on 40 and all that everyone does complain about in different publications, of course, and that just brings the industry down and brings everyone's rep down. But I'm going to try something different and a bit positive and tell everyone they're all my heroes and my mates, and they're very especially important to me, and especially the families. as you know, because really, you are all my friends, and that's from all my family as well. And like I said, so many people say thank you to Tony Lee for supporting me through this hard few days slog that we've done to break through the anger barrier of people and a bit threatened and all that, and they don't understand why I would do something like this. And of course, I agree, it is quite weird, it's bizarre, it's very different, it's never going to work, all of those things, but at least I've tried it, and got a lot of recognition from a lot of my good mates over a long time saying, don't give up, please keep putting videos up, because it is good for the boys on the road out there, get a hard time as we know, trying to keep it all together and under the laws, which of course there is about 6,500 different traffic laws, and it's very hard to comply with all of them all the time and have the pressure of the road and try not to be injured and killed and to get home to your family, of course, and that just makes them even more legends to me in my eyes and to my family. Some people have called me a copper lover and all that. Well, I do have respect for anyone that's going to put time and effort into their community, and I do have respect for men and women of the law. Doesn't mean I agree with the laws, just means that I'm a person, and that's all everyone is to me, another person. So keep it safe out there tonight, guys. Get your loads in safe. Of course, when I say guys, I mean women as well, because there's plenty of the ladies doing changeovers and stuff tonight, and dock work and stuff like that, and doing pickups, doing drops through the night, the milk and the bread and everything else that everyone needs. And you should all be congratulated for being champions and heroes, local heroes, to your families and to me and to the wider community, which of course doesn't get said enough. I'd have Truckies Day 365 days a year if I could, but of course we can't do that, so all I can do is try and stir the pot and get heaps of people to go there. Maybe they'll go there just to give me a bashing, which would be alright, because there might be thousands of them and they'll get up there and they'll have something in common, which is they want to hold me down on an ant's nest and cover me in honey, which of course if everyone wants to be involved in and know there's going to be no knockers, I'll be happy to do that, because it'll just show the strength of our transport industry and the men and women of it. So thanks again, people. Keep it safe out there.